Hey, John and Emily, this is Gavin Kraft. Hey, first off, I just want to say thank you, Emily, for being so kind over the phone. It was a pleasure speaking with you, and I'm happy you provided the email address so I could send you guys this video. All right, I'm just going to jump right into it and show you guys the 3 things you guys can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. So, I have found that oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are too busy actually running their business than to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have with working with someone is they don't know who an expert is and who isn't. So I have found that by giving people this easy free attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has led to many of those local business owners reaching back out whenever they need help with their marketing. So if by the end of the video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business grow, just shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of the video you simply just want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that also works for me. All I'm asking for from you is just some feedback on the video once you're all done watching. So now let me show you those 3 things that will set your company above the competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. All right, so the first thing I want to go over is content. So you guys need at least 1,500 words to be optimized with Google. So I went ahead and I copied all the words on your page and put it in a counter. So you guys have 492 words currently on your homepage. And like I was saying, having right around 1,500 words is ideal for optimization with Google. Now let's take a look at one of your competitors in the area. This is Melon Glass. And the reason I chose them is because anytime I searched glass repair, in Brigham City, these guys were always pulling up number 1. So we want to take over that spot. So I went ahead and I copied all their content as well and put it in a word counter. And they're sitting at 607 words, which again is a super beatable number as Google's really looking for 1,500 words. Now, it's important to note that including quality keywords throughout your content will help Google understand exactly what your page is all about. So when those keywords match for what people are actually searching for, your page becomes more relevant, which means higher rankings, more clicks, and ultimately more customers finding you instead of the competitors. So if you take a look over at this application I got here called Ahrefs, you can see I've got your URL in there. And it's showing that you guys have 3 organic keywords within your content. Now, those 3 words are driving an additional 7 clicks to your website. But if we look at the competitors over here, they have 15 organic keywords. And those keywords alone are bringing in 354 additional clicks to their website per month. So what you can do here is click on their words and you can see exactly what's working for them. So as you can see here, you can find all of the relative keywords that are relevant to the services that you guys also offer. And then you want to look for the ones with the high search volume and the low KD score, because when the keyword difficulty score is lower, it's a lot easier to rank those words up higher and higher. So it would be quite ideal to find the corresponding keywords and then including those into your 1,500 words of new content that you guys will have on your page, which will allow Google to rank you up and to take over that number 1 organically searched position. Now, that leads me to my second point, which is citations. So what citations are is pretty much anywhere your name, address, and your phone number can be found online. So you might be asking, well, why is that important to have, a lot of citations? Well, when you have more citations, you pull up higher and higher in this Google Map pack here. So as you can see, I just searched glass repair services, Brigham City. That would be a pretty good keyword to have. And you guys are already pulling up in the number 3 spot, which is good. And you can see that you're in that number 3 spot because you guys have 6 citations. Now, this is another source I like to use called Whitespark. I've got your business in here. Yep, so it's pulling up 6 citation sources. Now, I like to have right around 100 to 200 of those citation sources so you can dominate this top spot so that your competitors have a lot harder time trying to pass you up. Now, as you can see here, Melon Glass is in the number 1 organic spot for, glass repair services, which is why I chose to compare them against you guys. So that leads me to my third and final point, which is backlinks. So what backlinks are is when site A is giving credibility to site B. So say there was a well-known blog in your guys' area and they did glass reviews and they just happened to mention Highway 38 glass. Now, if they're a credible source in the eyes of Google, the power that their website has is now being passed over to you, which gives you authority to rank up higher and higher in the eyes of Google. Now, it's important to note that not all backlinks are created the same. So, say Pizza Hut, wrote a blog post about Highway 38 glass. Okay, yeah, that's a backlink, but it's not really a relative backlink to your guys' glass business. So, it wouldn't really rank or do you much good. So if you take a look over in Ahrefs here again, you can see exactly how many backlinks you guys currently have. So you have 16, but 15 of those are actually giving you that credibility to power up. So almost having a 1-to-1 ratio like that is pretty ideal. So good job with that. Number two, take a look at the competitor here. They have 370 backlinks. So only 69 of those are actually giving them that authority. So a smart move would be to go here, and you can see all of the directories that they have their business registered in. And then you can go in and find all the ones with the highest domain rating, which means they have the most authority, and then register your business in those same authoritative backlinks so you can acquire the same 69 that are giving them the power, to hold down that top spot right now. And again, I like to get right around 100 to 200 of these to completely dominate the competition in all three of these aspects that I'm talking about. All right, so just to sum everything up, number one, we went over content and the importance of having 1,500 words with those ideal keywords. Now, another thing to note is content is also hidden behind the images, and Google reads that. So say, for example, I were to save this image here. It's kind of a bunch of letters. So putting a keyword in here, say Highway 38 glass repair or replacement, that's just one more spot that you can sneak in more keywords to on your page, that's included with your content that Google reads. All right, then number two, citations, having 100 to 200 of these so you guys can get out of this number three spot and hold down the number one spot. So anytime any of those relative keywords that are searched, you guys are always pulling up in the number one organic search here. And then number three, backlinks, having more relevant sites pointing at you guys just so you guys are showing Google that you have the authority to rank up and hold down that number one organic search position. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number one across Google. So I bet you're wondering, well, what now? So you can either go along with all this information I provided you today and do it completely on your own. Again, I'm totally cool with it. All I'm asking for from you is just some feedback on the video once you're done watching. However, if you want the more effective route and you want to save yourself the time, you can just give me a call at 435-640-5329. Once again, my name is Gavin Kraft and my number is 435-640-5329. I look forward to hearing back from you guys, and thank you again, Emily, for being so kind over the phone. Have a great rest of your guys' day.